Hello, hello, hello. This is my cop. This is my cop. All right.
And the mic is hot.
One moment. Let's go ahead and make it a little bit louder. Can you hear us? Hello, AOE. Do a test. Do a mic test. Mic test 1, 2 for you, Alan.
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
You're a little too low. Get
I'm a little
closer.
too low. Put some bass in my voice.
Put some bass in your voice.
Put some bass in your voice.
What up, what up? Fantastic Fat Man here on the 1s and 2s. You guys caught me earlier with the 1v1s. Loso was up there, and now he's joining us for the casting. Shout out to Loso. How we doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Didn't do too well in the 1v1 tournament, but Bacon Yumi went really far. And then Kevin also did, aka Mangas, did really well as well. So it's pretty hype. It gives me a lot of hope for the next one. And a lot of the challenger players are getting knocked down. I think CP Freeze, the person that Yahoy did lose to, aka Bacon Yumi, won the tournament, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in grand finals for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his Tristana was just way too good.
Did Baking Yummy go any further than where we left off at?
Nah, he ended up losing the match that he queued up for.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately. It was really close. It was really close. If he would have won that, I think he gets top 8 or top 16.
Jeez.
So it was pretty sick.
So he was right there. He was right there for the top 8 spot.
Yeah, it was really sick.
I dig it. I'm glad to hear. It sucks that we didn't get to see him any further, but that lasted extremely long. But that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That means we could look forward to that in the future. How we doing, everybody? AOE. We got Jen right there. 0-11. Gamer time. Yeah.
Gamer time.
I need some reverb on that mic. And then we got the Gooch Pooch. You gotta focus in. So today we're looking forward to Sunnyside Varsity versus Boomer Boys. Sunnyside Varsity has a trend to beat everyone that has beat Sunnyside JV, but lose to everyone who's lost to Sunnyside JV.
Yeah.
So it's giving us a big fat question mark on who's better between both of the Sunnyside teams.
Yeah.
They did meet against each other. Pretty one-sided. Sunnyside Varsity did handle Sunnyside JV pretty smoothly, but they had subs on both sides.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's still that big question mark. It was still pretty fun to see some new players. Sunnyside JV, who did they have subbing in for them?
Sunnyside JV had Austin replacing Ghetto Gangline.
Okay.
And then Sunnyside Varsity. You're talking about in their match against each other?
Yeah. It was Blue Pancakes.
Blue Pancakes subbed in for, I believe, Dylan.
Grab a Red Bull.
Alright, no worries. Yeah. No worries, guys. This is not cheating. We have no stats, no predictions, no nothing. He's staring at the OBS. Tom, before you go, give us a little bit of insight on what you're looking forward to facing up against Sunnyside Varsity.
I hope they give us a run for our money.
I hope so too, and I believe they have their. Sorry, I'm going off the red, but I believe they have their full roster this time, right?
Yeah, they do have their full roster this time. So hopefully they do give them a run for their money.
Is this the first time they do their full roster?
In AOE, yes.
Oh, okay.
So in their first game against us, they had Bacon Yumi. In their second game against Sunnyside JV, they had Blue Pancakes. And then in their third game yesterday against Free Agents, they had a player from Team 3 playing as their jungler.
Okay, he didn't do too shabby.
No, he did not. That was pretty cool. He was a sophomore, so we're definitely going to see him, I think, next year.
Okay.
We'll definitely see him around a lot more because I'm pretty sure he would make one of the top 2 teams next year.
Unless he makes like a hardcore jump, right? Hostile Avocado was bronze 1 year and then now diamond, right?
Yeah.
He's one of the best top laners we have.
We've only seen that like twice. We've seen Blue Pancakes do that. He was silver
Blue
1
Pancakes.
season. Hostile Avocado.
Yeah, made it to D3.
Yeah, I think my next bet is probably gonna see Glizzy God. I think that's.
You think
my
he's
next
gonna be
bet.
in the next catapult?
Yeah, well, Tim last year around this time he was a gold player.
Okay, so now
He only hit plat. If you look at his
D3,
account,
D2?
if you look at his account, he didn't hit plat in the regular season. He hit it in the preseason.
Let me see. Go
I
ahead.
believe.
Dark Blaze. 155. That's who we're speaking of.
Survey says I was correct. Yes, gold right there.
Wow. So another one of those
Yeah.
catapulted in skill level.
Mm-hmm.
That's great to see. Let me think. Who would be next? I mean, who's gonna go through the catapult? You said Glizzy God?
I think Glizzy God's my next bet. He's a little older though. He is a senior.
Who is the one who got a new computer? Who just out of nowhere started getting really good? Elvister?
Elvister too. If you can check his account.
Elvister? Let's go ahead and check it real
on the
quick.
topic.
Might as well, right? That we're on the topic.
I believe he is an official sub for Boomer Boys.
Okay.
It looks like he's just playing a couple normal games, not too much games.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so he's not looking to climb.
The Route 2000 is playing a decent amount of games.
That's a Edison alumni, right?
Yeah, alumni, yeah.
Okay. Route 2K.
He's a gold 2, yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
He was gold 4.
Yeah, I think he was pool 4 with us, right? Or pool 3?
He was pool 3 barely because of the gold 4 to gold 3.
Yeah, so he's steady climbing. I know Jin's climbing. Mm-hmm. Got a little hydrate going. I'll take care of that one. Cheers. All right. So, looking into this game, Boomer Boys.
Yeah.
I have said that they do have the ability to role swap.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't quite seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I'm truly interested to see if they will pull it out, or are they just gonna stick to this like main roster? You know what I mean? They'll stick to the lineup.
My idea is, well, this isn't from scrims or anything, but my idea is I think they're gonna wait for something drastic to happen before they do something, right?
Okay.
Whether drastically good or drastically bad. Because if you're doing really good in the season, you have that flexibility of like, yeah, we can just roll swap.
Oh, okay.
Let's try a couple out, and then if we get some wins with that roll swap, it's scary now because you have to be their roll swapped roster, and if you manage to do that, then you get their main roster. You know,
okay.
It's like a boss in an RPG where it dies and then comes back alive.
Yeah,
and it's just like, all right, beat my second form. And it's like 2 times harder. It's just like, I don't know if I can do this, man.
Yeah, it's basically a colored Bowser.
Exactly, yeah.
Mario 64. You beat him once and then he comes back.
Yeah, you get
colored.
that one game, you're hyped, you're like, yeah, let's go, boys. And then you get into the champion select one more time. It's like, hey guys, why are they rolled up differently?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Sunnyside Varsity, they did take down Sunnyside JV pretty swimmingly. I said that they did have the 2 subs, but I think Sunnyside JV came in a little too cocky, right? They did exactly what Sunnyside Varsity did to free agents.
Yeah.
And free agents showed that they're no joke, they're no slouches, they will take advantage of you. On top of that, they disrespectfully left open a lot of comfort picks for them.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you leave those comfort picks up, like even though they did win out towards like the early game and it looked like they were gonna close out the game in the mid game.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
It didn't matter because they're on their comfort picks. When someone's on their comfort picks and they're getting backed into a corner, the game is getting lost. It's looking like they're gonna have to make a move. They're gonna feel that much more comfortable with those champions that they know.
Yeah.
So. It's pretty sick. Yeah, we like the names AARP. Oh, I don't know. Let me swap to the other to the match card real quick. I don't know if you guys could tell. Find AARP.
I don't think they can see it on the stream, sadly.
I think they can.
Dude, are you still posting? Are you still posting the pictures in the Google Drive?
I haven't posted these yet.
Okay, when you post them, okay, yeah, you
can. If you're on mobile, maybe not. Sorry to all the mobile watchers, but if you're watching it on the computer, you could definitely tell what's in the Boomer Boys graphic. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off though, because that's enough. I want people to find that without me saying it though.
The best one was the corky with the hot dog in its hand.
Yeah,
the corn dog.
Yeah, and I actually uploaded a different one where the corn dog was like, because I was like, maybe it's blending too much.
Uh-huh.
So I put the corn dog on the wing, and no one noticed.
Yeah.
The whole season, no one noticed that the corky had a corn dog in his hand.
All right, real quick.
Shout out to the corn dogs, but yeah.
One quick thing I want to mention before we can continue on with the bands. These bands went by really fast, by the way. We see Oriana, Caitlyn, Amubio on the side of Sunnyside Varsity. We see the Kane, Echo, and Fiora on the side of, I almost said AARP, Boomer Boys.
On the side of AARP, yes.
Yeah. You see the first pick, Ziggs. This is a really nice takeaway from
Acolyte.
Yeah, from Acolyte.
Okay.
He's pretty much left with a couple other picks. I think everyone knows him for his Oriana and Ziggs, though. He's definitely in his comfort. And what you were talking about there, where if someone plays the champion and they're pushed to the corner, they know what to do because they play that champion so much. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, I've been here before.
Yeah.
Right? That actually reminds me of a quote from Kobe Bryant. It says, "The reason I am so confident is because it comes from practice."
Yeah.
Right? When I am in a game, I'm not asking myself to do anything that I haven't done before.
Ooh.
So that's exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's exactly why I think for our team at least, we're taking the philosophy we wanted originally to do the role swap thing, be cheeky, but I got more obsessed with just perfecting at what you're good at. Like just make that solid. So when we team fight, for example, when we tower dive, when we play aggressive, I want to make sure we maximize every inch. Like a good example is when we tower dived top lane, right? And we managed to get both those kills and spreaded our damage very well.
Yeah.
Like those type of plays. We see Talia and Maokai picked from the Boomer Boys. If I had to bet, this is always a flex pick with the Maokai, by the way.
Yeah, either
I think that's
top
pretty widely known, right?
or support, right?
Yeah, I think that's widely known, right? Gooch has played it on stream.
Yeah, Gooch has definitely played it on stream. I would think that's his signature champ. If I were to create a graphic of him as a player, I think I would put Maokai in there.
Yeah, we see the Shen Aatrox. We see the Riven pick.
That's scary.
From the Boomer Boys.
That's scary.
That is very scary.
Yeah. There's one thing I want to go ahead and say is Riven can mean a flex of players, I think.
Yep.
I think Andvari is the playstyle to go ahead and take that, though.
Yeah, for sure.
His playstyle fits it.
For me, I have screened this team, so I don't want to say much, right? So I'll definitely wait until the champ select is over.
Yeah.
You see the Olaf ban. On the side of Sunnyside Varsity, I do want to point out they did get the Shen Aatrox, though.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I know Sen Headpets loves the Aatrox mid. I don't know if he'll take it mid right now, though. I'm pretty sure they're keeping that as a flex, too, right?
Yeah, we see 3 bans onto Dark Blaze now. We'll see how he can handle that. I think his pull is a little suspect, but we'll see. Sometimes he just has that confidence in him.
Yeah.
But whatever he plays, it's dangerous.
Exactly.
But if he's a little off his game, you'll definitely see it in his play that he got a little upset at the 3 bans.
I think they're forcing him on more of his comfort picks for solo queue. He still has the J4 up. He still has the set.
That's very true.
Yeah. But I haven't really seen him bring those out into competitive play. J4 I have, but he usually uses that as like a pub stompy thing.
Oh. This is a really nice draft coming out of Boomer Boys because you don't know what's going where, and we totally forgot about the Lee Sin. That was very smart to ban the Olaf. I do think they should have banned Lee Sin into Graves if they wanted the Fiddlesticks, however.
Okay.
Mostly because Lee Sin can still kick you out of your ulti animation. And you can do this very cheeky build where you can just build lethality. You can build Edge of Night first and Merc Treads and just look for the Fiddlestick and go Fiddlestick hunting the entire game.
Oh, okay.
And it does not work out well.
You play the jungle for jungle card where you basically put yourself out of the game to take the other player out of the game,
but
right?
obviously it's a lot more worth for the Lee Sin because a Fiddlestick late game compared to a Lee Sin, it's much worth for the Lee Sin to be like, you.
Yeah, they're looking for a big Fiddlesticks impact in the team fights.
Definitely.
Renekton gets picked up. Renekton is
0-5 at Worlds, by the way.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, Renekton is 0-5 at Worlds.
I don't think anyone's. I think they're picking him up as an actual like pick rather than as a counter. I think he's best at counter and the only counter.
We see Ari coming out of Acolyte. I don't think we have seen that ever before, right?
No, I don't think I have.
I think the only Ari I have seen in AOE ever was 2. Rabid Worm, who subbed for Something Spicy back in the day. And actually,
JCT
I believe
Basic?
JCT Basic.
He's a famous Ari player.
Yeah, that's the. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, JCT Basic is a famous Ari player. He's climbed all the way to Diamond with it. He's very comfortable on that champion, which is kind of funny because Ari is kind of go in, go out, like skirmish type of champion. But he plays Veigar so well as well. Yeah. So he has to let the action come to him. Those are like very opposite play styles. So I think Veigar suits him the best. But yeah, I mean he's probably thinking that the Ari is way better.
Yeah, something I didn't think about is maybe the Maokai was a takeaway from Sunnyside Varsity because we do know Deathslayer does play that in the support role as well.
Yeah, and that's definitely a Shen support.
If you're looking at that, this team is a little chaotic, too chaotic for me. Sunnyside Varsity's team.
Really?
But we'll see if Boomer Boys can handle the chaos. They seem to handle the chaos very well against every team. Even against us, we didn't really go chaos style. We just went to our bread and butter, which is power farming jungler. Because I think it's very risky to go very chaotic into Tom. Honestly. We see Eggs and Rice picking up the Shen, maybe just toying around a bit.
Yeah, Sen Headpacks does pick up the Aatrox in the mid lane. I find that that's perfectly fine. Ari does outrange his Q though by a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's actually perfectly fine for Sen Headpacks because you got to play with that line. You know what I mean? You're playing with fire.
We'll see if Sizz shows up in the mid lane. I think that'll be a little scary for Sizz to show up in the mid lane. Sen Headpats, that's what he loves, is if he gets the attention, he just thrives in it, right? But if you tend to ignore him and try to just play even against him, it does seem to affect his gameplay. So we'll see how Boomer Boys reacts to Sen Headpats. I definitely want to see if Dark Blaze comes up with some great early game ideas. If anyone can do it, I definitely think it's Dark Blaze.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say Dark Blaze is one of the best junglers in AOE, especially after his performance in Draft 2, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can put this game in his hands. He has to, especially because he is playing the Lee Sin.
Yeah. And just by the people who picked it up, I don't think they're gonna swap. I think this is a legitimate role swap. Space Ninjas though and Eggs and Rice, that's a little interesting. That's like keeping the Ziggs. I'm not too familiar with that at all. You really think they're gonna go Renekton and Ziggs bot lane?
They're toying around.
They're toying around.
They're toying around. Do we have an official rule of when do they have to stop doing that?
I don't think so. And just to let you know, you guys did it on stream where you guys were swapping like under 10 seconds.
RT?
Yeah, but you guys swapped back, but you guys were like swapping.
Oh, the Lulu and Rocket.
Yeah, like around 10 seconds.
Yeah, I told them not to do that.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, okay.
Yeah, we might make a rule of 15 seconds just for not that, so no last minute, but I don't think we have a rule on it. So they technically swap like right now, and it's not against any rule. We'll have to check back on that.
Well, we do see Space Ninjas playing the Shen instead of Death Slayer. So we do see a bit of a role swap on both sides. Have to wait 3 minutes. I think my worry is if Riven gets focused this game. Okay. Because there's no other AD threat in the game. So as a jungler for me, right, whenever I see something like this where it's like, okay, there's 4 of one damage type, you guarantee have to build defensive against that damage type.
Yeah.
So now you focus. So this is what happens when they do AP jung with AP side laners and then just an AD carry. You focus the AD carry so they're behind, so you don't necessarily have to build armor. Yeah. And you build all magic resist for the rest of the team. And it's the most efficient way to play against the team because now you're getting defensive stats against 4 members rather than just 1.
I think you could say the same for Sunnyside Varsity. Their only AP damage is coming out of the Ziggs.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so that's going to be quite interesting to see who could take advantage of who. I think Dark Blaze is the better jungler here. Sizz, he's more of a passive player, but he is a team player nonetheless. So you can expect him to go ahead and counter gank.
Yeah.
You know, he's very proactive as far as trying to defend. So that's what makes Sizz a definite solid jungler, because if you need him to go ahead and counter gank, if you need him to cover a lane, if you just need him to go ahead and provide some pressure, he will do that. But I don't think he takes the initiative, as in like this lane is gonna get camped by me, this lane is gonna be targeted by me, I'm a path towards this lane for sure. Like I think he's more of a let's see what the map says rather than hey, I'm gonna do this path, let's set this up for minute 1. It
can be a little dangerous because it is very difficult to adapt your pathing when you do a type of playstyle like that, because you are being reactionary and maybe you miss your resetted golems, your resetted raptors, maybe once or twice, and it starts hurting you in the long run. But sometimes Sizz does manage to get away with it, and when he gets those successful counter ganks off, he doesn't need those camps. So we'll see what happens when Sizz shows up in the lanes of Sen Headpats or Eggs and Rice, see if it will be successful ganks, because that will matter a lot.
Yeah, Fiddlesticks, definitely easy to gank all lanes after level 6.
For sure.
Pre-level 6, I think it's only like really top lane or maybe even mid lane. I think in the bot lane, he just doesn't provide enough scare or potential, like solo potential. Yeah. Like I feel like you could turn on him real easily.
Yeah, for me, how I see it is how well can the laner set up for the Fiddlesticks pre-6? Or do they just want to have Fiddle farm till 6?
All right, so it looks like we're coming into it. What do you think? Who's placing where?
I want to be controversial, so I'll probably say Sunnyside Varsity. But realistically, I think Boomer Boys got this one.
Okay. As far as draft goes, do you think Boomer Boys won it, or you think Sunnyside Varsity won it?
I haven't seen Deathslayer on the Ziggs, so I think Boomer Boys got this one as far as draft as well. But I can be proven wrong.
You can't be proven wrong?
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Alright, one moment. Let's go ahead and get the screen on the map. There we go. We'll let it load first. Go sweep AOE swipe over here. And what are we thinking?
We do see the aftershock on the fiddlesticks. I'm not a big fan of that for me personally, but it does make sense, right? He does want to be a little bit more tanky when facing against Lee Sin because he can get bursted by just a kick Q combo. So we'll definitely see if that tends to bite him when he counter ganks, because as soon as the aftershock's down, he's still in kill threat. That's actually only like a 2.5 second delay. Because when someone hits the aftershock, you just delay your damage.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, we are ready. 5 point from both teams.
We don't see the rejuvenation breed on Lee Sin, so maybe he wants to go for a crazy early game. Usually you do rejuve bead so you can buy a Tiamat, because in this new meta of jungling, right, you need to keep up with farm. And Tiamat basically allows you to do that. And Tiamat's not a bad item on Lee Sin at all.
Yeah. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to fix some things around. Riven did go top side. They left Tom's Riven open, assuming he would not move. And Talia versus the Ziggs.
Shen started D-Shield.
Oh no. That is not a good bot lane start. I was just gonna say, I think Talia provides better pressure earlier. What they expect out of the Ziggs, you know? Like kind of push the wave, kind of poke. I think Talia is a lot stronger earlier than Ziggs is, so they basically took the exact strategy they had for their bot lane and provided a better early one, and then this is gonna hurt them that much more with Shen on Doran's shield. That means he can't take any of the wave for himself. And right away, Tom trading with Eggs and Rice doing his best.
Winning the trade, I would say. We do see Tom does have the Ignite instead of the Teleport, so he's looking to snowball incredibly hard. We'll see if Dark Blaze adjusts his plan to shut him down a bit early.
Yes, sir.
Bot lane hitting the level 2 here. Ziggs at level 2 first, so it looked like Shen didn't miss a minion. This is a bit worrying for me, especially when you want to see... Oh,
look at this.
By a Charmed.
Oh, but Sen Headpats, you know, he likes to re-engage. He doesn't like to just walk away from trades.
Yep. Lee Sin doing a full clear bot side. Not the biggest fan of that, especially into the Fiddlesticks. And as you can see, he's looking for a gank immediately, and he's not going to be able to get it. Lee Sin looking for an invade. Tom getting really good trade on Renekton. Renekton still at only 1 CS. We'll see if he gets tower dived here.
Oh, and look at this. Dark Blaze is here. Trying to counter jungle the Sizz. Sizz has Aftershock. Didn't lose too much health.
He should win this.
I think he canceled the kill. I think he didn't trust it. Oh, and in turn, Acolyte goes ahead and rotates over, tries to help out Sizz. He is stuck in a sticky situation. Headpats. He does use the flash to try to catch up. Acolyte blowing the flash. Could not get away. Gooch Pooch now stuck in a sticky situation. Dark Blaze does get the resonating strike off. Trying to flash over. Oh, Sen Headpats has the dash, has the knockup proc from the Q. And that's 2 kills swiftly by Sunnyside Varsity.
Yeah, and this is what I meant when we were talking in Champion Select. We wanted to see if Boomer Boys would be really good at defending the aggression, but we see Tom in the top lane, so maybe that has something to do with them not playing as passive as they usually do, because Tom, you know, he is very vocal. Maybe he isn't able to provide that leadership for the Gooch Booch and Acolyte and Sizz there.
Alright, and we see here Dark Blaze trying to come to the top side. Does meet Sizz. Sizz does get a silence off, resonating strike. Landed, the heal coming out.
Riven does have Ignite, so this is a bit dangerous, but just Darkblaze putting non-stop pressure onto Sizz here.
Not letting him farm for free.
He's back. He's not stopping.
Oh, gets the fear. Send headpats is here though. They are outnumbered. It's 3v2.
Oh my God.
I believe Boomer Boys does sense it. Sizz trying to regenerate from the golems. He does not get them, does he? Stolen by Darkblaze.
And you may think this is a time wasted for the laners, but as you can see, Ahri was resetting anyways, and Aatrox had nothing to do for a bit. They do...
Oh, look at this. Renekton does flash stun. Tom does get the reaction off with the shield. Doesn't quite land the stun. Darkblaze goes down, but it's an execute. Now Tom is in between a rock and a hard place. Nope, Rice doesn't have the flash anymore. Doesn't decide to slice and dice. Sizz is coming over. A little bit of an awkward angle. Doesn't quite wrap around the tri-bush. I don't think it would matter. Oh, Rice though. Looking to fully commit. The fear does land. Oh, and the drain comes out. And that is a kill over to Tom from the Ignite tick. And Boomer Boys strike back.
Yeah, that was almost really well played by the side of Sunnyside Varsity. I'm really impressed they're going for plays like this, because it shows that they don't want to be beat by this stadium. They're showing that not only do they have a game plan with their comp, they also have plans inside the game to actually execute on their comp, right? Like something we mentioned is they do get outscaled, and it looks like they're playing aggressive so they can actually have a lead before they get into the mid and late game.
Well done, but look at this. And Vari and the Gooch Pooch, they are familiar with each other. Gooch Pooch trying to go for an auto, doesn't quite land, and he knew he needed one more auto. Oh man, Shen survives with about like 20 HP. Acolyte definitely getting a full cup's worth of a lane here with Sen Headpass going extremely aggressive.
Yeah, something I do want to point out is we see Death Slayer and Space Ninjas trying to do the same thing that Anvari and Gooch Pooch are doing. And Darkblaze top lane again.
Oh, and look at this. Tom did try to go aggressive onto Eggs and Rice. He doesn't quite land the resonating strike. Tom sees the opening. Unfortunately, cannot. Newt with the 1/4 health. Gone.
That was a really nice Q. Tom thought Darkblaze was going to delay the Q because Tom did have E and the ability to dodge it, but when the Renekton's on top, you can't even really see the Q coming out. So that was really good patience by Darkblaze, knowing when to throw out the Q, because if that Q does not hit, Tom actually 1v2s him there.
Well done by the Sunnyside Varsity squad. Looking like they're trying to run away with the small lead that they have. Almost at a 1K deficit. Boomer Boys is.
Oh my God.
Look at this. Eggs and Rice and Darkblaze are right back at it. Nice tower dive. Juggling the turret aggro. Tom goes down again. Fully shutting him down.
Dude, and Sizz is still level 5 to Darkblaze's level 6.
Yep, and the wave he lost is huge. I think the level deficit is going to be 2 levels for the top side as well. Oh, man.
Oh! With the solo kill.
With the solo kill here. I don't have a caster on the other side, so let's see what happens. Nice replay. Oh, doesn't quite land one knockup. Lands the second one. The third one procs. And, oh no, Acolyte doesn't run straight away. It looks like he almost was trying to dodge one more Q.
I think he was trying to get the Glacial Augment auto and dodge the Q, so he lived there. Maybe that would be the guaranteed live. Yeah. You see his flash barely coming up. Maybe he just wanted to play for his flash coming up very soon. But something I did want to mention is he was greedy because he didn't have enough mana to stay, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the benefits. We saw Jin saying something earlier, saying he loves playing Aatrox into the mages, and that's because you basically out-sustain their mana pool.
Yeah.
But we do see Ahri with the last chapter.
Oh. And Vari going aggressive onto Death Slayer. Ziggs extremely low. Oh, Space Ninjas does get a nice taunt onto Anvari. And Anvari has to walk through the minefield. Eggs and Rice is here with the teleport. Does get the stun. Gooch Pooch having a flash away for his life. Yeah. And the dragon already started by Darkblaze. These are workhorses. They go play after play, gank after gank, and now to an objective. They are definitely pedal to the metal this game. And Sizz is there looking to go ahead and maybe pick up a kill of his own. Are they going to be able to do anything? Does use the drain. Space Ninja's guts extremely low.
Wow.
Darkblaze does pick up a kill onto Sizz. Unfortunate for Sizz, does not get a kill. Oh no. Now they're looking to go ahead and tower dive the bot side, and Vari does sniff them out, pressures them away. And Acolyte almost lost his life for trying to help out Sizz there.
Yeah.
That's that teammate death that I always call out. Dying trying to be a teammate. Sometimes you just gotta sometimes you just gotta leave your people behind.
Honestly, what kind of hurts more than dying for your teammate is using your flash. Because now you're thinking for the next 5 minutes, I really wasted flash to help my teammate there.
Yeah.
And it just feels really bad because 5 minutes is such a crucial cooldown. That flash is such a crucial cooldown, especially into a melee matchup, because now he can flash engage and potentially get a kill while your flash is down.
And Dark Blaze has the full built jungle item. What is it called?
Warrior,
Skirmish Saber Warrior, yeah.
It depends. So it's either Stalker's Blade or Skirmish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Skirmisher Saber.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's
the
channel.
blue or the red, and then Warrior. Fully built Skirmish Warrior.
Yeah, we do see Fiddle not done with his item just yet. And that's the worst part. The actual completion for that item, by the way, is 250 gold. So what that says to me is when he resetted there, he is so low on econ that he could not even finish the item. That is one of the worst feelings, especially when you're playing an AP jungler. When you play these AP junglers, you need a tempo in.
Yeah.
Because you are very squishy. You don't have...
Oh, look at this. Sizz trying to turn onto Eggs and Rice. Tom, meanwhile, though, is trying to run for his life. But Sizz biting off more than he could chew. Oh! Tom does go ahead and flash to try to pick up the kill. Sizz does get flashed on, and Sunnyside Varsity confirms that kill. Tom still trying to chase. Dark Blaze lands a Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike to go ahead and pick up a double kill. Acolyte now trying to dance around the turret. Unfortunately, he does go down himself. And Sunnyside Varsity yet again juggle this turret aggro. This is their day.
This is really crazy to see coming out of Sunnyside Varsity, because something I was pretty disappointed about is they didn't necessarily feel like they had game plans coming into these games a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They were just trying to rely on their mechanical skill. We saw against Free Agency how much they faltered. But Dark Blaze, maybe he did need that day break, that 1 game break, because he was playing out of his mind this game. His pathing has been spot on. He's ahead of CS on the Fiddlesticks despite taking the slower clear initially. And is that a Cinder Hulk on Fiddlesticks, or am I blind?
No.
Okay.
Renegade.
Okay, sorry, I saw a little green dot. But you can also see how he's focusing Tom, and I will be surprised if they do not start building MR, because, like I said, Tom doesn't have...
Oh, look at this. And Vari and the Gooch Gooch do engage onto Space Ninjas and Death Slayer. Death Slayer throws out the Mega Death Bomb. Sizz is here. Tom as well. A teleport from Sen Headpats. They are trying to still tunnel onto Death Slayer. Wow, Sen Headpats putting 2 extremely low. On the other side, Dark Blaze does release the Rift Herald. Oh my goodness. Shen goes down. Maokai goes down. Aatrox goes down. Lee Sin does take a turret with the Rift Herald. Oh, and Death Slayer goes down. So the 4 members of Boomer Boys do turn it around, a 3-for-1. But look at this pressure that they put on the top lane right away. A teleport has to come out from Acolyte, only to get tower doved on. X and Rice needs to dodge that second proc of the Q. Doesn't, but it doesn't look like it matters. X and Rice so aggro and able to pick up the kill. Oh man, I'm screaming. I'm sorry.
This is crazy.
This is nuts.
This is insane.
This is nuts. Sunnyside Varsity. This is looking like the Sunnyside Varsity I once knew and loved.
Yeah. This is definitely looking like the old
Oh
Sunnyside.
my goodness.
Oh
and then
my
X and
god.
Rise completely flashes, stuns, and Dark Blaze follows it up. They are all playing to the same beat of the drum.
This is one of the craziest performances I've seen Sunnyside Varsity do, and the whole time I've seen them play.
What is going on?
This is very impressive. Putting Boomer Boys this behind early game. This is Boomer Boys' bread and butter. Is, hey, we don't care how aggressive you are, we're not gonna fall for that.
Yeah,
right?
you will get nullified.
Yes, but
Look at this though, real quick. Death Slayer looks like he's a little too ahead. Minefield coming out. Gooch Pooch unable to get him any further. Space Ninjas does get bounced back. Taunt onto Gooch Pooch. The Gooch Pooch uses his snare to run away. Mega Death Bomb. Oh no, he's still pretty healthy.
yeah.
250 health. Well done. Has a Negatron Cloak and a Null Magic Mantle to help him out in this bot lane. Look at this though. Sen Headpats does get conversion on by 2 members of the Boomer Boys. He is trying to turn it around.
Oh
Sen Headpats
my.
has so much sustain. Sizz goes down. Exit Rice is there to go ahead and call off Acolyte from trying to go any further. Tom is done with the top lane. He is trying to help out where Sunnyside Varsity looks weak, and that's in the bot lane. Able to pick up a kill onto Space Ninjas. And this is where Tom can go ahead and turn it around. You know he loves to control the whole map when he's Riven. Popping in the bot lane. Inferno Dragon, though, looks like it is going to Sunnyside Varsity.
We do see the Mountain Jack. Not the best Drake you want when you're this snowball and you are still in early game comp. I think Boomer Boys... Oh.
Look at this. Boomer Boys is here, but they completely melt Tom. The Gooch Pooch and Anvari are there right away. A teleport coming out from Space Ninjas. 3 members of Boomer Boys are here. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. They're getting engaged on in the bot lane. Slice and Dice coming out. Sizz able to turn it around, but unfortunately Gooch Pooch goes down. Exit Rice extremely low. Oh, need a little bit more damage. Dark Blaze goes down. Space Ninjas is extremely low too. 3 kills going over to the side of Boomer Boys. Boomer Boys are not rolling over this game.
Yeah, we see a bit over aggression coming out of the side of Sunnyside Varsity. We see the Sterix on Lee Sin, knowing his job in this game. He just needs to tank a bunch of damage for his team, but he also needs to be able to one-shot, right? And that Sterix does provide a good amount of AD. I'm looking for a lethality item maybe after. Maybe a Hex Shrinker would have been better this game, honestly, but maybe he really wanted the tenacity, and honestly, if that's his reasoning, I don't really see a big issue with it. It does provide a lot of tenacity.
Yo, man, this is completely insane. Sunnyside Varsity were just bouncing around turret aggros on turret dives. They completely understood the rotations and where they needed to be and exactly what they needed to do. And Boomer Boys unable to nullify this aggression.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this in practice, where we talk about if you have a champion to set up, right? A Lee Sin Q is not only the percentage of how much you hit skill shots, right? When lapped with the Renekton Q, Renekton W, sorry, it's a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
So no longer is it if you're a good enough player, this Lee Sin this Lee Sin Q should hit. It is now a guaranteed play, and we talk about a lot making these guaranteed type of plays with CC. So I'm really happy to see how as soon as the Renekton W comes out, they know how to.
And look at this. Dark Blaze gets the insect off, and then Vari just is now looking at a gray screen. Acolyte, trying to turn it around. Send Headpass does flash for that third proc Q. Unable to land. Acolyte definitely trying to do his best to stay alive. Sizz was trying to respond to it. Bot lane of Sunnyside Varsity does pick up the kill. And look at this. Tom is here. Space Ninjas getting snared by the Gooch Pooch's ultimate.
Wow.
But has the blast plant to go ahead and stay alive. Dark Blaze is in the jungle. They don't look to converge onto him. They do see him. They decide to go ahead and retreat. They don't know where all of Sunnyside Varsity is at, and they were there waiting.
Yeah, it's really, really cool to see Sunnyside Varsity playing like this. You can see they have an immediate reaction to how to get out of these situations. It's almost like they're all very focused in this game, immediately knowing what to do. Not really any mind games you can see in their head, right? Like usually you can see some hesitation when they face someone deemed better than them.
Yeah. And look at this. They do get the mid turret, but Sizz is here. Over the wall ultimate. Tom trying to do his best, able to pick up a kill onto Space Ninjas. Dealing out as much damage as he can. And Vari here with the ultimate. Sizz did go down. The Gooch Pooch is here. And Vari trying to stop anyone going any further. Flashes for Dead Slayer, but unable to confirm the kill. The Gooch Pooch now trying to peel the people away from Acolyte and Tom. 10 head pats with the ultimate. I believe it's called World Ender. Yep. Didn't get that one on the quiz yesterday.
Soon enough we'll get every ability, Aaron, don't worry.
Soon enough I will be just as good as Acolyte in the casting booth. But going back to this game, Sunnyside Varsity are just steamrolling through Boomer Boys. Look at the level difference on Dark Blaze and Sizz. That's 2. 1 in the mid lane, 1 in the ADC role. But look at this. Gooch Pooch actually has 1 on Space Ninjas.
Something I'm very concerned about, honestly.
Closing out the game?
Yes, closing out the game. And also when Aatrox gets a Spirit Visage. If Aatrox gets a little more kills, maybe like 1 or 2 more in a crazy team fight, it is officially the game over stamp for Boomer Boys, in my opinion. Because now that you have this Aatrox that not only do you not have sustained damage, if you look on the side of Boomer Boys, everyone is burst. You see Riven wants to burst with her Q, her W, her ulti, right? Animation canceling. It's a very big burst. And when she has 40% cooldown, which I believe she does have now, it is sustained damage. But you look on the size of Sizz, right? He wants to Crow Storm with the W. Aatrox can cancel the W as well, so it's not even like he has a lot of sustained damage. Does he have 40%?
35.
35, okay. And Acolyte, again, another burst champion. Talia is not really a sustained damage, especially since she's building Ludens with the Morello instead of Ludens with Leandres. They definitely need sustained damage, and what I mean by sustained damage is kind of like an AD carry. Champions that can do a lot of damage consistently. That's what you need against Aatrox, right? Because you either have to burst the Aatrox, or you have something that does consistent damage to him and makes him scared to go in. We see Eggs and Rice.
Boomer Boys is converging onto Eggs and Rice. Did pop out the Rift Herald. Dark Blaze trying to save Eggs and Rice. Eggs and Rice does go down now. Dark Blaze goes down for being the teammate. Sen Headpats is roaming around. Death Slayer did uses a teleport to come to the mid lane. Rift Herald stopped. Does not get a single charge onto that mid lane. And well done by Boomer Boys. There you go. First successful nullification. And it's at a breaking point for Sunnyside Varsity to take the game.
They did get the dragon though, so now it is sole point for Sunnyside Varsity. So we'll see how these next couple of fights go. And what I was talking about with the sustained damage, Aatrox, if you build Spirit Visage, you no longer have the win condition of bursting him, especially with the Death Dance piled on top of that, right? So he has 25. He already has 55 MR. If you add a Spirit Visage, that's another 50. That's 100 MR. That you're not going to have the gold to buy Void Staff. And if you buy Void Staff, guess what? You're going to be doing a lot less damage to Lisa, and you're going to be doing a lot less damage to Ziggs. Because you're building to kill a tank, right? And it just feels really bad when you're playing a mage in this situation. I really feel for Anvari, Sizz, and Acolyte in this game, because when you're playing a mage, it just feels so bad. I think the only champion where when you're behind and you're like, okay, I can do something in the later stages of the game is when you're playing something that melts tanks, similar to like a Cassiopeia or maybe an Orianna as well, because you can hit like the big shockwaves, but I don't necessarily see who on their team can make the big play, right? Where it hits their whole team.
Oh, and look at this. They do sniff out Tom. Tom looking to turn it around. Dark Blaze, Space Ninjas, and Sen Headpats all here. Tom, no room to be able to make an outplay. Just too much damage. Well done. I believe Space Ninjas landed the taunt there to really solidify the kill, correct?
Yeah, and this is what... If you're the Boomer Boys, you need to make these type of plays.
Yep, and this is one play that they're going on to Eggs and Rice. Eggs and Rice looking to turn it around. Mega Deathbound coming in. Sizz stops the drain. Oh, but Dark Blaze does land the Resonating Strike. And Vari gets deleted. Space Ninjas is here. Sizz actually pops the ultimate with the Zonias. Able to get out of there. No, Sen Headpats actually drags him right back in. The drain healing up so much, but the damage overcomes the sustain. Acolyte having a flash. Sen Headpats is turning into Raid Boss. Death Dance and Cleaver just pulling out so much damage. Acolyte getting hit from over the wall. The dash comes in, lands both knockups. Acolyte able to get to safety with the Gooch Pooch. Tom coming in with the ultimate. Does flash over. The taunt comes in. Dark Blaze there for the damage. And Death Slayer able to pick up the kill. Sunnyside Varsity are in tune with their abilities. They're just on a tempo that can't be stopped. This is completely insane. The Boomer Boys, they are doing their best to go ahead and defend this base.
This game, I don't want to jinx it yet, because if any team can come back from this deficit, I definitely think it's Boomer Boys.
100%.
Out of every team in the league.
Oh, and Vari, actually gets stopped. I believe damage knocks her off her wall, right?
I believe.
Death Slayer goes over the wall. Gooch Pooch activates the Baron. Oh man, Sizz and Anvari trying to do as much damage over the wall, but Sen Headpats has World Ender already again. The sustain! He's able to survive it. Now the Gooch Pooch is stuck in a sticky situation. Baron helping out Gooch Pooch there, and Vari getting extremely low. Tom does flash for the Resonating Strike. Eggs and Rice flashes for the kill. And then in turn, Tom survives. Sen Headpats is full HP. Space Ninjas running down Acolyte. He's only getting surrounded by all of the Sunnyside varsity. Oh no, they're actually turning onto the Baron. Meanwhile, they confirm the kill onto Acolyte. So much sustain out of Send head pats. No one has health reduction. No Executioner's Calling. No Morello Namicon. No Bramble Vest.
And this is what I meant. The consistent damage for Aatrox. You see how low he was getting, but because they were done with all their cooldowns, they couldn't finish the job. And this is the worst feeling when you face an Aatrox. This Aatrox is officially raid boss. He's been raid boss for this entire game, actually. Since 10 minutes in the game.
5 members having Baron on the side of Sunnyside Varsity. Was that technically like an ace? That was a a delayed ace.
Yeah, it was officially an ace because ace is when all 5 die.
Yeah.
And everyone was gone. And as you can see, I
think someone respawned. That's why.
Oh, it didn't say ace. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked that Ari, that they waited on the Ari for a bit. You saw that they were kind of toying with the Ari. And it's because it delays her death cooldown so much longer than everyone else's. As you can see, there was the latest person besides Ari was 42 seconds was on Ari, and then the next latest person was 17 seconds. So that's a 20-second difference.
Yeah, delaying the respawn timers. Yeah. And here we go. They're shoving down mid lane, knocking on the base of Boomer Boys. Doesn't use his his satchel just yet. I think he might use it on this go around. Wow. Fading turret aggro. Yep, uses the satchel charge. Oh man, Send head pats actually flash over for Sis. Sis having to use the zone against Gooch Pooch. Uses the ultimate, try to slow him down. Gets completely deleted. Gooch Pooch goes down. Sis goes down. Now Acolyte in turn goes down. Dark Blaze is having a field day. Tom trying to take the back line. Just so much damage getting spewed out. Whiffs the ultimate. Dead Slayer and Space Ninja able to make it also because of the Stand United shield. Acolyte only one alive, but the Nexus is going down. That is Boomer Boys' second defeat this weekend. Someone who we thought was the #1 team. Sunnyside Varsity continues to grow the question mark. Who is the better Sunnyside team? That's insane here. What's your reaction? El Oso?
I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know what's real.
What
is this scripted?
Is going on?
This legitimately feels like it's scripted.
Okay, let me go ahead and go in a timeline on what Fantastic Fat Man was thinking in the season. Okay, GZG and Boomer Boys are going to be fighting for the top 2 spots. Everyone else is going to be fighting for 3, 4, and 5. Mm-hmm. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Simple in Fantastic Fat Man's head. Mm-hmm. Sunnyside JV does beat GZG. Even if you guys were kind of taking it easy on them, even if you guys weren't ready for them, whatever the case was, they beat you guys.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. No matter 100%. What. That says a lot. Free agents, same way. They were looking for their first win. This Sunnyside Varsity wasn't complete when they played them.
Yeah.
But they definitely gave them a lot of leeway, leaving a lot of comfort picks in, disrespecting them. That also proved that free agents is nothing to mess with. You got to try hard on free agents.
Definitely.
They go ahead and come in. I'm setting up the player of the game. No, everybody, who is player of the game in that? But yeah, Fantastic Fat Man now was thinking after the Sunnyside JV thing. Oh, Sunnyside JV is better than Varsity. But now I'm like, who is the best?
I don't even know who's the best in this league
anymore. Yeah, who's the best? Why is this league so close all of a sudden?
Yeah, coming into the season, I thought there was going to be a clear divide, but now I'm just so confused.
There is no clear divide. Even though Sunnyside JV did beat free agents, they definitely said it was one-sided. No, I don't think free agents are out of this at all, especially the way Duyangu was playing.
Yeah.
Chezzy was fully committing in a way that I never seen him do that before.
The crazy thing is right, after all these best of ones, you finally get in a series, and you don't know what's going to happen in that series.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
G2 talked about last Worlds, that they were losing like every scrim, but at the end of the day, it's who shows up in the best of 5.
Yeah.
Right? So this is really exciting for me.
Oh, man. Who's your player of the game?
I like waiting, because I want to see people vote first. I like waiting, so I'm gonna wait on the player of the game a little bit. But what I do want to talk about is this is Sunnyside Varsity's first time appearing in AOE as their complete roster, by the way.
Wow.
So what a showing.
Is this what we've been missing?
Yeah, that's
Did Sunnyside JV lose to a team that was worse than what is now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Or did Sunnyside JV lose that game, or did Sunnyside Varsity win that game? Type of situation.
yeah, it's hard. I definitely feel like this is one of those games where I definitely feel like Sunnyside Varsity won this game. Without a
I
doubt.
don't know, man. But here, look, the poll. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it up for 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
5:49 is when I'm gonna take it off. Meanwhile, let's look at the stats.
My brain cannot comprehend what's going on in these games, man.
Who is the best in AOE Arena? They're really coming out to play. This is the final scores as we see. Final KDAs. 13 kills onto send headpads. 20 kills participation. Dark Blaze 9 with 16 assists has 25 kills. Oh my goodness. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. They did exactly how you said too, to go ahead and focus onto one person. Look at the damage. Let me see the what's it called, healing done. Wow. Obviously in the jungle, right?
Yeah, jungle item, Ravenous Hunter.
Yeah, jungle item, Ravenous Hunter, but this is insane.
Put, I think, yeah.
Total damage dealt. Peace in. At the top spot. Let's go ahead and just do objectives.
Yeah, because Dragons and Heralds count as that.
Yeah.
So it's always pretty skewed, but Diggs doing a lot of damage to turrets as he should be doing.
Gold income.
Oh wow, Lee
Wow.
Sin ended with the most.
Lee Sin, Renekton, and Sen Headpats. All the wealthiest on their team. Vision score. Woo! Well done. It was quite the quick game.
26 minutes.
These are actually lower vision numbers than I'm used to seeing, but it was so quick, it was so high tempo.
Yeah.
It's almost like they completely understood where they were without needing a word.
Yeah.
Oh man. And what's the last one? That's it right there. Going
Yeah.
back to the total damage. The champions. Oh my goodness. That means Boomer Boys is 2-2. Sunnyside Varsity is 2-2. Now, we don't know who's the clear number 1. We don't know who's the clear number 2. We don't know who's the clear number 3. Did everybody go ahead and vote? I think my vote goes to Dark Blaze. Who do you think it's going to?
Whoa.
Space Ninjas. Really? Space Ninjas getting the votes. Let me go ahead and put it one more time. We only have a couple votes. We have 7 votes. We want to see more. I want to see more. Fantastic Fat Man wants more. Is it Space Ninjas? I thought it was Dark Blaze, hands down.
I thought it was Send Headpads.
You thought it was Send Headpads?
Yeah.
With the Aatrox mid?
Yeah.
Just providing so much pressure, rotating. I thought it was Dark Blaze only because they were focusing down Tom so well. Exit
Yeah.
Rice and Dark Blaze had great synergy. You know what I mean? What's it called? Dark Blaze was able to nullify his early game. Really like put him on his heels right away. Manga Ace 3 and GZG is 3-1 though. Yeah, but you get, like it's not clear on who the best team is yet. On this second round robin, I think we'll get a clearer definition, unless you guys randomly lose to Sunnyside Varsity, which you guys definitely can't take them for granted at all anymore. Did you see a threat that you never seen before in the Sunnyside Varsity?
No. Like
You expected? You
I
expected
didn't
this kind of play
expect.
style?
I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's one of those looming things, you
Uh-huh.
know. Like, remember Dragon Ball Z, Gohan as a child,
Yeah.
where it's like that kid's got some power, but he just can't control when it comes out. That's Sunnyside Varsity in a nutshell.
Okay.
I don't think they even know how to consistently do this. But when they just want it, I generally feel like they just wanted to beat Boomer Boy so bad,
Man,
and it showed.
This is insane. All right. So it looks like Space Ninjas is the player of the game. Those taunts, those clutch taunts onto Tom, confirming the kills, not letting him outplay anything. The Stand United's the Doran Shield star. He definitely gets it. Most voted. Space Ninjas gets a player of the game on one of the biggest upsets. I think both Sunnysides now have 2 upsets this season.
Yeah.
Sunnyside JV over GCG, Sunnyside Varsity over Boomer Boys. Again, who is the better team? We still don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man, any last comments before we close the stream out?
Yeah. I'm just forever gonna think that Sunnyside Varsity's Gohan as a child. I think it just fits them so perfectly.
We have seen Sunnyside Varsity do incredible work in the past. This new Sunnyside Varsity though is making me feel nostalgia. But
Nostalgic.
yeah, it's making me feel nostalgic. But if they're like the past Sunnyside Varsity team, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
We saw 2 games where they looked completely insane, and I was like, they're probably the best in Fresno.
Yeah.
Like this is by far the best team in Fresno. And then we just couldn't really see that same magic anymore. I see the magic. I predict we see it one more game, and then it's gone.
Are you a believer now, man?
I don't know. I
not a
don't
believer
know. No, we've seen this before, and then they just completely withered away. They couldn't really find it. In Fuel, they were still dominating.
Yeah.
But in AOE, we didn't really see that same that same kind of dominance where there's like tougher competition. So were those pretty much your last comments right there?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I genuinely hope that they can learn how to control it.
Oh man.
Because it's clear as day they got it now.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm still not a believer. I'm not gonna hop on the hype train as quick as I did for Sunnyside JV. I think Sunnyside JV's was a little bit more exciting to me, only because I've seen Sunnyside Varsity do this before, and I was just disappointed and saddened after. So if they keep this up, oh man, I'm all choo choo. Choo choo, motherfucker.
You're all aboard. Oh, God.
Choo choo. I got a front seat on that hype train. But all right,
the conductor.
Yeah,
You're gonna be the conductor.
I'm gonna be right next to the conductor, like a proud little boy. Look here. Next games, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Next week, Saturday, Sunday. To be determined on the times. Streaming is 5 and 6. 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So Saturday, round 6, Sunnyside JV versus Boomer Boys. They're going to go ahead and play each other again. That's the 5 p.m. match. Sunnyside Varsity versus GZG. Saturday, 6 p.m. match. It is subject to change, but if it goes ahead and follows schedule, this is the times. Round 7, we got GZG versus Sunnyside JV. That's the Sunday match coming up, where that's the 5 p.m. It's at 5 p.m. So GZG versus Sunnyside JV at 5 p.m. The run back, Boomer Boys versus Free Agents. That's the 6 p.m. match at Sunday. We're gonna see if we're gonna do another. If we're gonna try to run back one more AOE 1v1 warm up for the Red Bull Solo Q Cup qualifier. Shout out to Bacon Yummy, made it so far, almost into the top 8.
Yeah.
Mongaze, El Oso, he was in there. B-Boy Slow, he went ahead and joined this go around. So we might do another warm up. We'll see if the community wants it. If the community doesn't want it, it's okay. We won't run it. But we'll see you in the Red Bull Solo Cube qualifier if you do sign up. Then on top of that, we have a community chat this Friday. Be tuned to go in there. I like the quizzes and stuff like that we did last night. We randomly hopped into this Discord.
Yeah.
We might do something like that. Have a nice little community day. See who's the most knowledgeable. We'll check it out. Be there. We'll go ahead and let you know. Apart from that, I think we're streaming Fresno State's game on Wednesday too, right? Or is it Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday? Are we going to be streaming that?
I don't know if we have permission, but I think we may be doing it.
Okay, look out for that. I'll try to make sure to what's it called? Remind us, or Alan, remind us if that's going to be streamed. Then keep a lookout for that. Thank you, everybody. We wouldn't be anything without you guys. Thank you for watching. Who's still here messaging? Let me go ahead and say my thanks. Oh, and someone subbed saying they missed Tom.
Chew? CH. Chun? Chun?
I miss you, Tom. Thanks for the subscribe. We saw him play with the Boomer Boys. Unfortunately, he got the big fat learn. It's all right. Hopefully, next time we will see him get the W.
Yeah.
Right? Boomer Boys are still not.
They're no slouches. They're
yeah,
gonna come back.
they're not to be taken lightly.
It's almost scary because I wonder if we've just awakened a monster.
Maybe. So there we have it. Any last things that you can think of? One more run back. Look for a Fresno State game, possibly Tuesday, maybe. Keep a lookout on the Discord. Friday we have the community chat. Be sure to tune in. We're gonna have one where it's active. Mm-hmm. Saturday the games 5 p.m. 6 p.m. SunnysideJV versus Boomer Boys. Sunnyside Varsity versus GZG. Sunday we have GZG versus SunnysideJV at 5 p.m. Boomer Boys versus Free Agents at 6 p.m. That's the Sunday match. And keep a lookout for the AOE 1v1 warm-up.
Yep.
If the community does decide to do so. Alan has put a $20 bounty on his head before. I'm pretty sure he's willing to do it again.
Yep. I want all the practice I can get. It was really fun.
El Oso, he thinks no one could beat him in the 1v1s in AOE. So there you have it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.
Bye, guys.